Welcome to the InLink Optymo functional demo series of how-to videos. Today's topic is using Optymo's powerful features in a CadStar-Digikey environment. This short video will cover the following topics: how BOMs are imported into Optymo for processing, how to prepare a basic work order, creating and submitting an RFQ using Optymo's EDI functionality from the local Digi-Key website, submitting the PO for the required parts, and finally receiving the parts ordered into inventory. CadStar, a feature-rich PCB and schematic capture solution developed by Zuken, was used to prepare a simple schematic to demonstrate the capabilities of Optymo. The parts list report created by CadStar will be used to purchase the components required for the project from Digi-Key using Optymo's powerful EDI functionality. BOMs can be brought into Optymo in two ways. First, by copying and pasting the data from your CadStar report directly into the import wizard, and second, by importing the complete file into Optymo. Please note that the supported formats are CSV and TXT. Excel formats are not currently supported. To import a BOM, open the BOM file by clicking on the BOM file icon in the toolbar. Click the green plus icon at the bottom of the page to add a new BOM. Give the BOM a name and click OK. To import your BOM, select the menu at the bottom of the window, then select Import Items. The import window will then open. Now I simply select the configuration file associated with the CadStar reports from the drop-down box and click the Paste button in the import window. Each configuration you save will be available via the drop-down box for future use. To complete the import, I click on the Go to Last Step icon, then click the Test the Import Then Do It button. The window will display Import Completed. Click OK to close the import window. Once the data has been imported, the status of the BOM can be changed to the required status, in this case to Prototype. Now that the BOM is complete, we can begin the process of acquiring the parts necessary to build these prototypes. There are a few methods to purchase parts through the system, but for this demonstration we'll be using the work order method. We need to create a new work order and provide it with a useful name. The bill of materials we just imported will be added to this work order. As you can see, the last bill of materials imported into the system will be the first one available to add to the work order. This is a powerful feature of Optymo as it helps speed up the process of creating a work order, since you do not need to perform a search in many instances. At this point, other items such as additional parts or bill of materials could be added to the work order as well. The final step here would be to enter the number of prototypes required. When you are finished populating the work order, you simply need to validate it and then click OK to close the work order window. Now that our work order is completed, we can create an RFQ in a few simple steps. First, we need to select what to order. This is done by selecting the PO Preparation number 1 button. Then we select the green icon plus button at the bottom of the toolbar to open up the Add function. We will add the parts from our work order from clicking the work order icon in the toolbar of the window. You'll also notice that you can also add other bills of materials and parts directly into this preparation as well. Click the OK button to close the window and move to the next step. Save the preparation as it can be used again if required. Now we need to click on the PO Preparation number 2 button to open up the Supplier Selection window. We will use the clustered edit mode to add Digi-Key as a global supplier for all the parts in the RFQ. Since Digi-Key will be used exclusively, there will be only one supplier and one RFQ created. If there are more components or other hardware required from other vendors, this will also be managed in this window. Once we are satisfied with the data entered, a single click on the Generate an RFQ button will create the request. You will see that the RFQ generated will include the pricing and required delivery date for the selected part. Click OK to close the window and prepare to send the RFQ to Digi-Key. To send the RFQ to Digi-Key, we need to open the RFQ we just created. To do this, click the Edit Order Forms button in the toolbar. This window provides information on the parts to be ordered based on the current information available. To send the RFQ using the EDI functionality, select the context menu at the bottom of the window and select EDI Functions Request for Quotation. This will launch the automated RFQ request via the website and provide you with the latest pricing information and lead times as required. No user interaction is required at this point. Once the Digi-Key shopping cart process has completed, click OK to allow the Optymo system to be updated with the current pricing and lead times. The RFQ is now populated with the current data so it can be validated to move on to the PO process. So now we are ready to send our order to Digi-Key. The order can be generated in the traditional ways of printing and emailing. However, the fastest method is to use the EDI functionality of the Digi-Key website. As was done to send the RFQ, we simply select the context menu, then the EDI functions, and select Place a Purchase Order. The system will again automatically generate your shopping cart and prepare your order. After verifying the information, you complete the order as you would normally through the Digi-Key website. The purchase order number used in Optymo will be used for the order, and the order number from Digi-Key will be provided and added to the order file for tracking purposes. Once the order is complete, we simply close the window and wait for our order to arrive. Once the goods have been received, we reopen the order from the Edit Order Forms button in the toolbar. To enter the parts into the system, we select the Enter Parts Reception Date button and enter the date the goods were received. From here, it is a simple matter of entering the quantities of the parts that were received from Digi-Key in the Received column of the order form. A quick peek at the inventory will show the parts received are reserved for the work order that was used to order them. And that is how simple it is to provide parts for your prototypes and production runs using Optymo.